Yo, what is up, guys? It is Nick, or the Notorious Fantasy, back at today with yet another fantasy football video. In today's video, I got my OverlayDFS.com picks for Saturday. Now, the shootout is called the Shootout Saturday Games. Winner, first place gets $550 guaranteed. Second through 10 is $50 guaranteed. It is very simple. All you have to do is go on the website, sign up. All you got to do is make 5 picks plus 3 alternate picks for $11, and you can hit that big money, that potential $550, or potentially second through 10th where you get $50. So let's get right into it. I'm going to break down every single pick for this week. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Typically 4 and 1 would cash. So if you get 4 wins, 1 loss, that would cash. But if you want to go that beautiful 5-0 and get that first place, that's obviously the most ideal for you. So pretty much how this works, it is very, very simple. All you got to do is predict which guy scores more fantasy points than the other. Jimmy Garoppolo or Kirk Cousins, Ryan Tannehill or Derrick Henry. It is very, very simple. So the first matchup here is Jimmy Garoppolo going up against the Minnesota Vikings versus Kirk Cousins going up against the San Francisco 49ers. Now, these are 2 quarterbacks in the exact same game. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, this is one right now, from what I'm looking at, that I would not really want to touch right now. If I was going to give you guys a pick, I would give you guys Jimmy Garoppolo, but I think that Kirk Cousins is going to be throwing a lot from behind, so obviously that would help him out in this game, but I still think I would go with Jimmy Garoppolo, since I believe that is the quarterback who is going to end up winning the matchup. The next one is between Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry, both going up against the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, they're both on the same team now. Last week, we saw Ryan Tannehill really do nothing in the passing game. They weren't really throwing the ball a lot. They were just relying on Derrick Henry to run the rock, and that's how they won the game. Now, this week, they're going to be depending a lot more on Ryan Tannehill, but at the end of the day, Derrick Henry might rush for 200 fucking yards in this game. That is entirely possible. A touchdown or 2, and I just think he outscores Ryan Tannehill. Well, I think that Ryan Tannehill is an okay quarterback and could actually help them to elevate and bait the Baltimore Ravens. I just don't think Ryan Tannehill puts up as many fantasy points as Derrick Henry to me. This is almost a given, but since it's so obviously a given that it should be Derrick Henry, I think that just since it's like that, it'll end up being Ryan Tannehill. Next matchup here, we got A.J. Brown versus Mark Ingram. Now, obviously, if Mark Ingram does not play, and it seems like he's very limited on Friday, like today when you're watching this video, I would be a bit worried about Mark Ingram, and I think I would go with A.J. Brown. Otherwise, I think I would hammer in Mark Ingram here. I think he's going to get a heavy dosage in this game. They are going to get up on them, and they're going to run out the clock. Both these teams really like to run the ball, and I'd be surprised if A.J. Brown really put up a huge game here, even though they're going to be playing from behind. I think they're still going to continue to run the ball even if they are down. The next game here, we got George Kittle. Not the next game. The next matchup is George Kittle versus Mark Andrews. Now, obviously, a good matchup for both of these guys. Obviously, the Tennessee defense pretty good against the tight end, as is the Minnesota Vikings. But I think here, this is really a coin flip type of pick for me. I don't think I would try to avoid this one as of right now, and I think I would lean more George Kittle wise. I think he's really the #1 target on the team. It seems like the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson like to spread the ball out a decent amount. They like to run it up. I think that George Kittle could get a lot of work in this game potentially, so I would personally go with George Kittle here. The next matchup, we have Stephon Diggs versus Adam Thielen. Now, to me, this one is also a bit of a coin flip. Now, last week, we obviously saw Adam Thielen go off and Stephon Diggs not play as well. As you guys know, on Minnesota, every other week, it could be a completely different guy scoring these fucking points for the team. So I think I would go with Adam Thielen. To me, he's the safer option here, but I could see why you'd want to go with Stephon Diggs. Next one is Raheem Mostert versus Deebo Samuel. Now, in this one, I think I would go with the safe option here and go Mostert. I think that this is going to be a back and forth type of game, but I think they may just try to run the ball a lot towards the end of the game. That would obviously be very beneficial to Raheem Mostert. Deebo Samuel is obviously a great wide receiver and a great option for Jimmy Garoppolo, but I think they're going to be running the ball a lot, so I think I would go with Raheem Mostert there. The next matchup is between Emmanuel Sanders and Kyle Rudolph. Now, to me, this is an obvious answer. Last week, we saw Kyle Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, find the end zone off of what I would think is a pass interference. Some people say it's not. Some people say it is, you know. But the NFL refs, they don't know what the fuck to do. They throw the book out the goddamn window. I think that I would go with Emmanuel Sanders here easily for me. I think if Kyle Rudolph does not find the end zone, there's about a 0% chance that he can beat Emmanuel Sanders in this one. I really like that pick. The next one here is Gus Bus Edwards versus Alexander Madison. And strictly because Mark Ingram is banged up, I think that I would easily go Gus Bus Edwards in this one. It seems like it's going to be a heavy dosage of Dalvin Cook in the game. And unless Dalvin Cook ends up being hurt or something, I see no reason why Alexander Madison is going to see a supreme amount of touches, which is possible for Gus Bus Edwards, so I like Gus Edwards here. Next matchup, we got Jonnu Smith versus Hollywood Brown, and in this matchup, obviously last week Jonnu Smith did play pretty well. This week, and in this game, I think that Hollywood Brown also has potential to play well. Now, Hollywood Brown and Jonnu Smith are both big dice rolls in this game. Either of these guys I could see putting up 20 points in the game, scoring a touchdown and getting like 100 yards or 50 yards, but at the end of the day, I think Marquise Brown has the higher upside. If you want to go with the upside pick, you go Brown. If you want to go with the safety, you go with Jonnu Smith. Otherwise, I think I would pretty much avoid this one unless I don't find a pick I like down here. The next one, we got the Baltimore Ravens versus the San Francisco 49ers defense. Now, to me, all you would have to do here is pick the team that you believe is going to play better defense in real life. The defense that is going to score more points because the other team does not score as many points. So I think I would personally here go with the San Francisco 49ers defense. I think that they shut down the Minnesota Vikings here, and I think that they have a good day overall for fantasy football production. The next one here is Justin Tucker, the fucker, versus Robbie Gould. Now, to me, the kickers are a very big coin flip for me. I'm not a huge kicker expert, obviously, so I would just go here with Justin Tucker. I think he's going to be scoring a decent amount of field goals here, and then I would go, no, I cannot do that, so I wouldn't even pick that one, but if I had to pick one of them, it would be Justin Tucker, and then Dan Bailey versus Greg Joseph. I think I would go with the safety of Dan Bailey instead of the unreliability of Greg Joseph here, so I'm going to pick that as one of my alternates. So I did click on the ones that I really did like, so I'm going to go with Derrick Henry first. Very confident he beats Ryan Tannehill, and then I'm going to move up Emmanuel Sanders here. Put him as number 4 going up against Kyle Rudolph. You guys want to make sure you order these in order of importance, how confident you are. Number 5 would be the most confident. Number 1, actually alternate 3 would be the least confident, but you're going to be playing only 5 unless one of those guys ends up obviously getting hurt. So Emmanuel Sanders over Kyle Rudolph. I like Mark Ingram over A.J. Brown. Gus Bus Edwards over Alexander Madison. San Francisco 49ers over the Baltimore defense. Dan Bailey over Greg Joseph. I'm going to go with George Kittle Me Timbers. Never mind, I cannot do that because you cannot choose 2 or more guys from the same game. So I think I'm going to go with Adam Thielen over Stephon Diggs. With my last pick here, I am going to actually swerve off of what I was going to originally do, and I'm going to go with Jonnu Smith over Marquise Brown. I just think he's the safer option here, and he is the 3rd alternate, so it's likely that we are not even going to need to play him. So thank you guys all for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please check out OverlayDFS.com. Link down below in the description. Come and play with me. I'm going to enter the lineup. Thank you guys all for watching. I love each and every single one of you guys. Make sure to have a blessed rest of your day. Goodbye, my friends. I'll see you guys later with yet another video. This video is going to be huge. I'll see you later. Goodbye.